U.S. President considers additional sanctions on Russia.
Flash floods at China-Nepal border leave at least 8 dead.
Nghệ Provincial Peoples Council opens 31st session of 2021-2026 term.
Hello everyone, you're watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Đăng. Let's get started. President Donald Trump recently announced the approval of additional U.S. defensive weapons for Ukraine and is considering further sanctions against Russia.
The U.S. president said he is seriously considering supporting a Senate bill that would impose tougher sanctions on Moscow over the prolonged war. The bill, introduced by Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, South Carolina, and Democratic Senator Richard Blumenthal, Connecticut, targets not only Russia, but also countries maintaining trade ties with Moscow.
Good afternoon, everyone.
A key proposal includes tariffs of up to 500% on Russian exports such as oil, gas, uranium, and other commodities. Meanwhile, in Kyiv, President Volodymyr Zelensky said he has instructed officials to expand cooperation channels with the U.S. to secure critical military supplies, particularly air defense capabilities.
A sudden flash flood triggered by heavy rain swept through a Himalayan valley near the China-Nepal border on July 8, leaving at least 8 deaths and 31 missing.
The floodwaters swept away one of the main bridges over the Botekoshi River, linking Nepal and China about 120 kilometers north of Kathmandu. Several homes, trucks, and hundreds of electric vehicles imported from China and awaiting clearance at the border were also washed away. Nepalese rescue teams have deployed 95 personnel to the site, with reinforcements expected. A military helicopter has been dispatched to evacuate those stranded in dangerous areas. Floods and landslides are common in South Asia during the monsoon season from June to September. But experts warn that climate change is intensifying extreme weather events.
This morning, the 31st session of the 18th Nghe Provincial Peoples Council 2021 to 2026 term convened its mid-2025 regular meeting to review and decide on key matters within jurisdictions.
During the 2-day session, July 9 to 10, the Nghệ Provincial Peoples Council will review reports on the province's socio-economic performance in the first half of the year, state budget revenue and expenditure estimates, and public investment implementation. It will also outline key tasks and solutions for the remainder of 2025. The Council is set to discuss and vote on 19 major thematic resolutions, many directly affecting the governance and administrative operations under the newly adopted two-tier local government model. This 31st session holds significant importance as it marks the first meeting since Nghệ An completed its administrative restructuring and launched the new governance framework. It also comes at a critical juncture, with the province entering the final 6 months of the term to implement the 19th Provincial Party Congress resolution, requiring strong consensus and decisive coordinated action to meet targets effectively.
Coming up next are some updated news.
In the first half of 2025, Nghệ An's tourism sector saw impressive growth with around 6.2 million visitors, including approximately 3.82 million overnight stays. Direct tourism revenue reached an estimated VND 7.3 trillion, up 113% year-on-year, and achieving nearly 62% of the annual target. Although international arrivals remain modest at about 5,800, this is seen as a positive sign and a potential growth area. By the end of 2025, Nghệ An aims to welcome 6.2 million overnight visitors with around 135,000 international tourists, and achieve total tourism revenue of VND 11.9 trillion.
At this morning's online conference on key national railway projects, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh emphasized that the North-South High-Speed Railway is a strategic national project crucial for developing transportation infrastructure and driving the country's socio-economic growth. The Prime Minister urged the steering committee to ensure 6 clear principles: clarity in personnel, tasks, timelines, responsibilities, deliverables, and authority. Special attention must be given to compensation, resettlement, and stabilizing livelihoods for affected residents. Ministries and localities are called to mobilize maximum resources, resolve bottlenecks, and overcome challenges to fulfill assigned tasks on schedule.
According to the National Hydrometeorological Forecast Center, on July 9th, the Northeast region and Western Hutto province will experience heat waves with temperatures ranging from 35 degrees C to 37 degrees C, locally exceeding 37 degrees C. The Northwest region will see isolated heat with highs above 35 degrees C. Heat in the Northeast and Western Hutto is expected to ease from July 10th, while Central Vietnam will see a gradual temperature drop starting July 11th. Meanwhile, from the night of July 9th to July 10th, the mountainous and midland areas of northern Vietnam will experience moderate to heavy rain, with rainfall between 30-70 mm and localized totals exceeding 150 mm. From the evening of July 10th to July 12th, northern Vietnam may face a widespread heavy rain event, with rainfall ranging from 70 to 150 mm and some areas surpassing 300 mm. Rainfall is forecast to gradually decrease by July 13th.
Emissions in the 4.0 areas are no longer just a race for scores, but require savvy information access. When media effectively acts as a guide, students' future choices are shaped by knowledge, perception, and their own initiative.
According to the 2024 Digital Vietnam Report, 73.3% of the population, over 72 million people, are active social media users, with teenagers being the most engaged group. Beyond entertainment, social platforms have become a key reference source for 12th grade students choosing schools and majors.
I researched logistics and supply chain careers through social media like TikTok, Google, and websites. Thanks to 4.0 technology, I can easily find promising fields on my phone. Before exploring IT, I thought it was difficult. After consulting teachers and online resources, I gained useful knowledge.
Recognizing this trend, universities have revamped their communication strategies, from producing short videos and digital campaigns to recruiting students as brand ambassadors, all aiming to connect effectively with prospective learners.
Each admission method has its own strengths. However, in my assessment, digital recruitment offers broader reach and better coverage across diverse audiences. Interaction with parents has also increased compared to before.
Despite challenges like fierce competition, changing algorithms, and new technologies, institutions continue innovating to make communication a stronger bridge to students.
This is the end of the show today. Thank you for watching.